23 minutes after the top of the hour. First it was the White House and now the DNC lashing out in a new Call 'em Out campaign, accusing Republicans and specifically Governor Tim Pawlenty of Minnesota of using scare tactics and lies to block health care reform. Joining me now is a Republican familiar with these attacks, Tennessee Senator Lamar Alexander. Good morning to you, Senator.
Good morning.
I found this fascinating because the news this morning is that the DNC is now taking a page from the president's book and calling out Republicans when they believe they see lies with regard to health care reform. But you were called out in a White House blog the other day when it was written that the president promised he was going to call people out, and here we go. Lamar Alexander, the senator from Tennessee, actually called for a manufacturing czar. How did you feel when you were called out in a White House blog?
Well, it's a little bit of an honor, Gretchen, and I worked in the White House a long time ago, and what I was told was our job was to push out of the White House all the merely important issues and reserve just a few presidential ones for the president to work on. And this White House seems to want to bring the entire government into the White House.
Well, you actually also said to them that they should read your full statements before they call you out. Let's take a listen to the spokesperson for the president, Robert Gibbs. He called you out as well.
I think these are positions that date back at least to many administrations. You've read Senator Bennett was pushing for a Y2K czar that he didn't think was powerful enough. You've seen Lamar Alexander call for a manufacturing czar.
How do you respond to Robert Gibbs?
Well, he's right about that, but he's missing the point. The manufacturing czar in the Bush administration was an assistant secretary in the Department of Commerce who was confirmed by the Senate. And that means we could ask questions about him, we could vet that person, we could have him up to testify, we could withhold his appropriations if we didn't like what was going. What the Obama administration has done has created 18 new czars, health czar, pay czar, energy czar, who aren't confirmed by the Senate, and it's not clear who's in charge of what. It also upsets the checks and balances between the Congress and the president, which our framers of the Constitution wisely created.
Do you think it's the right thing for the President of the United States to say that he's going to call people out? Is that the right rhetoric? And specifically for you personally, when you feel you were called out erroneously?
Well, of course, that doesn't bother me. It's an honor to be noticed by the President of the United States. But I would think that the presidency is the unique institution in America. We ought to really reserve the most important issues to him. And I think it's incumbent upon the White House staff and everybody else around there to push everything out of the White House and let the president focus all of his time on, say, health care. That's going to be his major issue. The problem with all these czars he has is that he's got an energy czar, a pay czar, a health czar, and we're wondering, well, why do we have a health secretary and an energy secretary? Who's in charge?
Yeah, well, maybe they just don't like anyone who disagrees with them, including the DNC, because now this is their statement. We are going to respond forcefully and consistently with the facts, and you will no longer be able to peddle your lies with impunity. They're not playing nicey-nice, are they?
Well, they're not being nice. They're also not being complete because there are about as many Democrats in the Senate who are worried about the czars as Republicans. The first to raise the question was Senator Byrd, the senior Democrat in February. Senator Feingold and Senator Lieberman are going to hold hearings. So I think they'd do better rather than calling people names to answer the questions about where these people come from, what are their jobs, are they willing to testify, can we let the American people know what they're doing?
Thank you for bringing up that point about Senator Byrd, a very important one. Senator Lamar Alexander, thanks for getting up this morning. Have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you, Gretchen.